Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whenever you are. I'm greeting you actually and saying thank you guys and thank you so much for subscribing and much love, guys. And thank you so much for your time and your sacrifice when it comes to your battles. I know it's a sacrifice, guys. Thank you for showing me love. Thank you so much. Now, today we're going to talk about the things that students need to know and to have before you are alive in Australia. That is for the international student. The things that international students need to have before you come to Australia. One, you need to have a letter of offer from the university that you have applied. That is, before any process, you need to have a uh, letter of offer from the school that you have applied to go to study in Australia. Second, you need to have a confirmation of letter, which is, we call it COE. That is to say they have accepted you and now you got this, and they will explain about the semesters and the fees that you're gonna be paying, and this is how it will be, and you even your lecture and all that they're gonna give you. The third one, you need to have your IELTS or PTE. That is, you have to do the English test, which you have to do it in Kenya. We have it in Upper Hill, that is British Council, where they will send you there and all that. And when they send you, they're gonna, after 10 or 7 days, they're gonna call you back to the office. That's the same British Council. And if you got an address, they can send it there. But you can access the result whether you have passed or not, through the mobile or any messages. The other one, it's the genuine temporary entrant, which is the GTE. The GTE you're required to write down. It is to explain, since because you are going to Australia, what have you been doing? Luckily, if you have finished your high school study, that's lucky for you because you don't need to write much. But if you have been in university and you have been doing job, you have to include everything. The other one, you have to prove sufficient fund in your bank, whereby someone has to have a bank statement whereby they have to show this is the amount of this, and it depends with your course that you're going to do or you're going to study in Australia. So if let's say if you're going to a college, you may be asked the statements amount of the bank to be like 1M or 1.5M or 3M, depending with the course. Because if you are doing a nursing, you'll be asked a lot, much money than someone who is going to do a community services in a certain university. And also it depends with the categories of the school. Because if you're going to do a college, a diploma, and the other one is going for to study a degree, it's different. So in degree or a bachelor, it's higher than diploma. Then the other one is you have to have overseas health cover. Overseas health cover, it's whereby you have, it's like an insurance, like the way we have NHIF back home. So this one, the cover, you have to have it and know the number before you go there. In case you are sick, where are you supposed to go? In case you are sick, where can you attend the GP, that is the general practitioner here in Australia. That is, it's like a doctor. Because some of the overseas health cover, they show you, and the card you can pay it as a credit card, whereby you can tap and pay the person who is treating you, or a clinic or a hospital. And this overseas health cover, it has different levels, because some, it will say maybe if you are single, it's not a match, and it has a gap. The gap, it's whereby maybe if you're going for the fully insurance, you don't need to pay any excess money when you go to the hospital. But if you don't pay, if you're not paying everything with that in overseas health cover, then before you go to the hospital, you have to pay the amount before they sees you or they attend you, that amount. The other one, it's a health requirement. After all the everything, you have to be sent for the health assessment, whereby you have to remove your clothes and they have to check. First, they have to do the x-ray, whereby you are given a gown that is along near the Embassy of America. Now or something, but I can't remember that time. It was really long time. It was 2015 when I was doing all those assessments. So they will ask you to remove your clothes and wear a gown. It's like a hospital gown. So they will check your chest. They also, it's like a TB. They also check whether you have any scars before you go there. And if you have anything, then they will send it. They will let you know. And if you have anything issue for for the medical, then they will increase your overseas health cover money that you're supposed to do extra, which is okay. Then when you finish everything, then you have to pay the agent. It depends with the agency, the one with you are using. Maybe the agency may tell you to pay them before or when you are finishing. So when you have all those things, you go to the agency who you are using and they will give you a big envelope which is containing all those things. And then the last thing, it's you launch your visa. You wait for it. I hope, guys, I've answered your questions, because everyone has been asking me, Jacinta, how do you come to Australia? How do you do this? Australia, you can come to, mostly people, they come here to study. It's not by doing work like Qatar or Dubai. You have to come to study. And sometimes you can come with different things, like maybe um, partner visa or maybe a visiting visa. You can come with it, or yeah.